Man, what's good, man?
Blessed, bro. Blessed. I'm right here with you. It's like some life, man. We've been wanting this.
Oh yeah,
know?
mandatory, man.
We've been needing this.
You like a chameleon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big Joker, WhoIsKevinKent. You got so many. You got so many faces.
Like every day you gotta reorchestrate your shit.
Okay.
You know, come up with different elements of yourself if you want to be successful. You give them one thing, it only lasts for so long. Everything good ends. So you got to come up with the next. So while I'm creating and doing something that's working really good, I'm already thinking of 3 other things.
Okay.
Which other way? When this fails, because it will, what are we doing next?
Well, I wouldn't use the terminology fail, just die down.
When it
Some
dies
things
down.
slow down.
When it dies
you know
down.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It don't fail.
Yes, sir.
Because if you got it off the ground and it's moving,
It can never
that's
fail.
definitely not fail. You know?
You're right about that.
Man, so, man, what's been up, man? You got it. You have a daughter?
Yeah, I got a daughter now. She's about to be 2 months on the 4th. So, yeah, she's about to be 2 months. She's my life, man, my world. Every day, waking up to her is making it all worth it. You got something to fight for, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Something that I got to put in the work.
Yes.
I got to make this shit happen now.
Now
you
and
know?
never.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Yeah, so, and I got a wife, beautiful wife. She been supporting me from the beginning. We do everything together. OnlyFans together. We do music. We do videos, acting, comedy skits. Everything I want to do, she's right there with me. Everything she want to do, I'm right there with her.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
That's the way we keeping it. So.
And it's been a long grind, man. You've been at it for a minute, but you know my motto and my saying is never give up.
Yeah, you can't, man, because it's coming right there. Be giving up, and I'm like, bro, you 2 weeks away, you know.
And I always say you never know when success is going to happen.
Well, the hard part is the 6 months to 5 years it takes for success to happen on something you're working on.
Yes.
In those down times when you're not making money or getting accolades or getting praised for it, people lose the drive for it, you know, because we fueled off of that, you know. And egos, people say egos are bad. You need ego a little bit because you need to feel like, okay, I'm doing something right. I gotta stick with it. I think a little bit of ego is okay. I think a little bit of ego goes a long way. If you have enough ego to say to yourself, I got this, man, I could do this. I know I'm not making money today, but I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, I think that's confidence.
I mean,
ego is when you walk in a room and you're supposed to always feel good about yourself, definitely.
Yeah.
But sometimes, to me, an ego is when a person is just feeling like they're better than everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a
nobody's on their level.
There's a lot of ways that I feel like an ego could go because an ego, to me, I don't feel like I'm better than everybody, but I feel like within myself, I'm better than everybody. Because I have to feel that way in order to have the confidence to wake up and do 15 different characters or become or show my on the internet or go, you know what I'm saying? I have to have that certain ego with myself that says like, yeah, you got this. You're not losing it. You're not old. You're not getting fat. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
that's confidence.
Maybe it's confidence.
That's confidence.
Maybe it's confidence. Yeah.
I really consider that confidence.
You might have just taught me something right there.
You know? Yeah. That's definitely not an ego. An ego is a person that
cool. So I'm in the clear.
Walks in, you're super clear.
Okay, cool.
Ego to me is a person that walks in the room, man. And like I said, like some cats that consider themselves celebrities, excuse me, man, a true fan, true supporter. Yeah. Man, can I get your autograph? Oh, no, man, I ain't got time to do no autographs.
Oh, yeah, no.
That, to me, is an ego.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, you really just stun it on a person that is a true fan.
That makes sense.
That really love you.
I appreciate you. OG Cuicide helping everybody everywhere.
On, man.
Look, man, it's real knowledge, though. Sometimes there's knowledge you may think you know, but you really don't know the knowledge. And then somebody else will break it down simply, real quick, and you'll be like, okay, I understand what he's trying to say.
And there's a difference.
Yeah, there is a huge difference. Yeah, because I don't do that at all. I've been in many rooms with, many, and I always walk the same and talk the same and show respect to everybody.
Same here.
That's how I was able to do Mexican characters and be with the Mexicans and the blacks and everybody. I love everybody. I show respect to every man.
Exactly.
I never just respect a man and don't expect something to happen back.
Yeah. Just like when you called me my boy earlier.
Yeah, because I've been saying my boy lately. I got a 14-year-old son, and my boy, I love you. So, I
know, even your son, man, wow.
Yeah, I got a 14-year-old son. We got custody of him. Yeah, so
time is flew.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, this is my uncle right here. Let me not get it confused or fucked up. This man right here, I got a lot of love for OG Cuicide, man, because A lot of people don't know how dirty and grimy LA can be, and the people around here that try to do business with you on different levels. Me and OG Cuicide had a deal for some money that didn't work out. I sent him money, it didn't work out. He sent me the money right back, every single dollar. And that says a lot about a man.
And you didn't think I was either, to be real.
It's not that I didn't think you were, it's just that
But there was a type of
I just
doubt,
don't trust
right?
anity.
Yeah, I mean,
You
me
know,
neither.
I don't trust anybody.
I don't even trust my shadow.
Yeah, my dad's
what I'm saying?
last thing he ever told me on his deathbed, I said, if there's one thing you want to tell me, what is it? And he said, don't trust anybody. Trust yourself, trust your judgment. You can have trust for people, but don't be surprised when it doesn't work out. Trust yourself, trust your judgment. He said, out of my 12 kids, you made me the proudest.
That's tight.
And he died 2 days later.
Wow.
And I always remember the shit he says, and I think about that, you know, even in our interactions. Like, I didn't initially trust you, but I had trust for you. You had trust for me, and look what it became, a beautiful relationship.
And now there's trust.
There's trust. I could leave 30 fucking million in a room with you, and I know ain't a dollar gonna be took.
Not at all.
And
It's
you
gonna
could
be
do the
sitting
same
there
with
waiting
me.
for you, for real.
Yeah.
Man, let's get started first, man. Let's go into Big Joker. Let's start with Big Joker first, man.
Yeah, man.
How did you come with this, the idea of this character, Big Joker?
I had bought a police uniform, and it had a mustache in there.
Okay.
And when I always say the story, but it's crazy. When I put the police mustache on, I said, "Orale, fool." And I just looked in the mirror and I was like, "Orale, yeah, this is it, homie." And I just started immediately going into it. And I was like, "Yo, get the camera." I was already doing skits, so it was no problem. By this time, I had already been posted by Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I did a parody shit, and she posted it as Ellen. I played Ellen. I dressed up as Ellen,
remember that.
and I
Yes.
rapped, and Nicki Minaj was right here. I posted it, and Nicki Minaj posted it, and it went crazy. Power 106, DJ Charisma. Shout out DJ Charisma because she showed it
Shout
to
out
Nicki.
Charisma, man.
Shout out to Charisma. Mad love for Charisma. She showed it to Nicki. And that's how Nicki saw it and posted
That's
it,
tight.
and tagged me and everything. But so I already had things going at the time. You know what I'm saying? I had like 30K followers, 40K. I was just starting to get it going. And then I found that brooch. I did that fucking first Joker video, bro. That shit went crazy. World Star picked it up. It had like 10 million views. And then I told myself, I was like, fuck it, homie. I'm doing this shit every day now. I mean, I already quit my job. I was like, I'm going for it now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going for it. I would show up to places, the smoke sessions. I would charge them $500. I'd show up. Hey, what's up, homeboys? I'm in there with the Joker mustache, the hat. I'm juggling. I'm fucking selling weed. Dr. Zodiac card. Shout out to Dr. Zodiac. I'm right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In your face.
Straight out.
Showing love, showing
In the
respect.
building.
What's up, homie? Big Joker, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there in it, you know?
Yes.
So it gained quickly. I was at like 70K, 80K, you know what I'm saying? Started getting posted by big people. Tory Lanez posted it. Nick Cannon posted it. It started moving on its own. And I was
knew
like,
you had something.
I knew I had something. And then I did something that a lot of people weren't doing. I just started putting myself in classic movies. So I started actually taking the movie. I'd get like the intro or the commercial for it. I'd put myself in the movie on green screen, and I'd just like take up the role of one of the characters in there and put my own character in there. Hey, homie. So I'm making sad movies funny. Hey, don't cry, homeboy. Come here. I'm putting my arm around like Leonardo DiCaprio and shit in the movie, and motherfuckers are like, how the fuck did you do that? First of all, you know what I'm saying? So the editing was there.
Yes.
I was editing, spending up 15 hours at night, bro, all night. Editing, dog. Editing. And just for a 1 minute video that would maybe, hopefully get seen. But it started catching on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It took off.
Yeah, it started taking off. And then after that, I was just like, yo, I got, you know what I mean? Start honing in on this shit.
Okay.
And I started changing it because I never really did Big Joker because I wanted to do Big Joker or because I wanted to do comedy. I always wanted to do music. So I knew I had to gain a following first. Everybody does music. What do you do differently?
Outside of music.
I don't give a fuck about your music anymore.
Yes.
That's the world we live in.
Yes.
What do you do? Are you a personality? Are you likable? You know?
Outside of music.
Right. Outside of music. So I wanted to create an image of myself as a fun, happy, I'll make you laugh, stand-up comedian. But I'll roast your ass on bars too. I really rap. I'm really rapping out here. Like I'm really bringing that rap shit back. So that from transitioning from Big Joker and doing this to that has been the challenging part.
Okay.
You know, the fun part, because comedian rappers have a stigma. I look at Fat Boy, for example.
Yes.
Fat Boy is an amazing artist.
He is.
Amazing musician, bro.
They know him more from what he
Right.
do.
From that.
From Fat
So,
Boy,
you know,
yes.
I always think maybe Fat Boy took too long to do the transition. He waited a little too long. He waited till he already had 5 million, 6 million core followers that loved his comedy, and then he unloaded the music, which is dope. He still got a huge following. He doing his thing.
Yes,
Fat
he
Boy
is.
always doing his thing.
He is.
And he's a real humble motherfucking good person. So all nothing but love for Fat Boy. But I always think in my head he might have waited a little too long. So me, I'm gonna attack it now while I'm still at low follower count and start transitioning them out.
Okay.
You know,
and how have it been working
It's been
for
crazy. So in the last 2 months since my daughter's been born, my wife encouraged me. She was like, "You need to start promoting your music."
Yeah,
the
that's
same
boss
way you
lady
would,
right there.
Yeah,
Shout
she
out
the
to boss lady.
She the boss.
Shout out to boss lady,
She 23.
man.
Shout out Tata, mommy. I love you,
For
baby.
real.
She's at home with our little girl right now. But she told me, "Listen, you put a lot of work in the Big Joker, and look what you became with it. You know, you did it. You did that, and now put it into your music, because your music is really good. Put it in same energy into that music." You know what I'm saying? And watch what's going to happen. So in the 2 months, I started doing a few posts. I made it on @rap. I made it on @bars. Shaquille O'Neal posted me,
Okay.
DM me, hit me up. Yo, I love your shit, my guy. DM me, posted me, been posting me a bunch of times. I got signed to Bobby D Presents. Shout out to Bobby D. The whole team, Devin, Ryan, all my boys over there. Yeah, man. So it just in the last 2 months, look, I'm on here with you.
Oh yeah, mandatory.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that energy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we put our energy to, if it's pure, if it's real, it's going to work out. You know what I'm saying? So now my energy's all on that. And my daughter, of course, you know, that's first and foremost.
Priority.
You know, we got a tour bus now and everything. We got the tour bus before we even got the tour.
I seen you at the Ryan Fest.
I literally got the tour bus and went to him and said, "Put me on the tour.
That's tight.
I got my own tour bus. I don't need you to get me there. I don't need you to pay for my hotel. None of that.
That's tight.
Just put me on."
That's tight.
And now I could bring my whole family with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not missing the time with my daughter. I'm not missing the time with my wife. I'm not pushing them away for this.
Because they pushing with you.
They pushing with me. Ain't nothing more important than family. I don't care about women on the road. I don't care about homies, niggas hanging out, smoking, none of that, drugs. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is making this music happen, getting out there, getting heard, getting seen, and progressing. You know what I'm saying? As a unit with people that are like-minded.
Yes, because you have to have that. You know, everybody have to have that same vision. You know, sometimes teams don't work because everybody want to be the boss.
They can't work like that.
And sometimes people don't understand. You got to be a team player.
You have to be a team player.
And if you can't be a team player, then definitely don't need to be a part of that team.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of things get misunderstood.
Yes, they do really
know?
fast. And we've all been a part of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it's the lessons too. It's the life lessons. You know, it took me all the shit I've done been through to be right here. I mean, in 2012, my brother Gorilla Flick, shout out to him. Me and him were shooting videos for Waka Flocka and going on tour with Drake, Club Paradise tour, Meek Mill, French Montana, J. Cole. Well, I'm right there, 2012, shooting videos for K-Dot.
Yes.
Back before there was a Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. Oh,
We
yeah.
shot
His
videos for
original name,
J-Rock,
K-Dot.
all of them.
Yeah.
So I've been putting my work in on this. I've been behind the scenes crafting this, honing in on it.
Studying.
Not only doing it, but studying and watching and being like, when it's my time, what are the moves I will make and what are the mistakes I will not make? You know what I'm saying? So I've really analyzed them and watched the things they've done right and the things that some have done wrong. You know, and I've really been like, okay, so cool. Having this attitude or this attitude can really hurt you in this industry. So I've been just focused on family and not allocating too much time to nothing but that. So my time in the shit in the industry is minimal.
And the key thing is stay humble.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
That's another thing, because I tell a lot of people all the time, the same people you see going up, you see going down.
Hell yeah.
You know, and some people, they start off humble.
Yeah.
And the higher they rise, that humbleness, it fades away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And becomes an illusion.
Yeah.
A mirage. They're no longer humble. They feel like, oh, well.
And then they lose it.
And then it just pop. The floor opens up. You know?
Oh, you were so close.
And the rug get pushed from under them. Yes.
Yeah.
So definitely stay humble.
Oh, I love when people hit me up. Man, I love your music got me through. Your videos get me through. Man, I love what you and your girl do. I love seeing your relationship. I message every single one of them back.
Mandatory.
I'm not that busy. Everybody's not that busy. You got people hitting you up, message them back. Show love. I show love to everybody. People have sent hate comments on posts I've done, and I've DM'd them and been like, yo, bro, it's all good. I appreciate you commenting. And then they turn around and become fans.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people just need conversation.
You got to have haters.
You got to be a conversationist if you want to make it.
True, but you got to have haters.
Oh, haters are great, bro.
You know, because we actually have people that live in this world that wake up every day with nothing better to do than to go on someone's post. You really took time out your day.
Bro,
you seen a post on a feed and almost wrote a book.
Yeah, paragraphs.
On just bad things to say.
It's crazy.
And
don't even know you, and they don't even know you.
Never met you, don't know you, but that's just how it is. Just like there's people that wake up every day looking to scam somebody.
Of course.
That's their job.
They've survived
that's their
off
9
of
to
that.
5.
I got to eat tonight.
Yeah,
I scam every day. You get scammed today.
Somebody. Yeah,
yes, of course.
Definitely.
And it's our job to look out for them, to look out for the scammers, to keep the grass cut low from the people that have the egos and the people that don't know how to fit in with society of how it's supposed to be. There's a way it's supposed to be. When you get to certain levels of success, you start to see the people that you thought had it or thought were smart, they're getting left behind. I started noticing that early as I started going up. All those people that were there with me telling me, nah, man, that's probably not the best idea. I had people tell me, nah, bro, you're going to quit your job to do comedy videos?
Because it wasn't their idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it wasn't their idea. And they wanted me to live through their fear.
Yeah.
I don't live through other people's fear. I tell my guys all the time, I'll be like, what are you all scared about? Worst of the thing that's going to happen, we're going to die. We out here living to get to.
Automatically you're gonna die. You're born to die.
We gonna die.
You know, that comes with life.
We gotta live and go for things. Now I'm not saying be stupid, but you gotta be fearless. You gotta be fearless within yourself, and like your story always. I think about it. You overcame, your fears. At the end of the day, fear and depression led you to do.
Well, really,
make the choices.
I don't feel like it was fears because it was hard.
Fear of failure? Maybe
not even, well, I wouldn't even say fear of failure, disappointed.
Disappointed.
More of a disappointment,
right.
In life, never got true answers because the time I met my real mother, I can remember her, I was abandoned, found an apartment. Me and my older brother, she went back and got him, never came back and got me. Showed up on my 13th birthday when I met him for the first time because I was abandoned when I was 18 months.
Wow.
Met them when I was 13, finally knew where they were when I was like 21.
Wow.
And they still lived in Compton too. So went over there, to go see my little brother because I heard I had a little brother. And it was a trip because I could remember her standing in the street talking to me, telling me she loved me and crying. And I'm looking at her like, this is bullshit. You don't even know me.
Yeah.
What's my favorite color? What I like to eat? You don't know nothing.
We don't exist in the same world.
Yeah.
Right.
So one thing I guess during the time of when I went through that, and I was homeless, because I bring a lot of drama to the house I grew up in.
Right.
And Miss Price had got sick from cancer, and her daughters had put me out. No other place to go but the streets because that's all who I'm ever known as family. So over the years, I've built family off just like you, my nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over the years, that's how I've built my family tree.
Of course.
So I think just really the disappointment of why me, and then plus the situation I was living in drove me to that. Because to do what I did, it takes balls and it takes guts. And I've always been that one with it. But
a lot of people don't know my story a little bit. I grew up with a handicapped mother. My mom has cerebral palsy. She never walked a day in her life.
Wow.
She's in a wheelchair since the day she was born.
Wow.
So I grew up, and my father was just some black guy she met at the store one day. They only had sex one time ever. They only met each other one time ever. And so my mother had me in the 1980s, 85. I don't want to put my age out there, but I think I just did. But
you did.
Whatever. The story has to be real.
Mandatory.
Because it matters. But I came up in that era where it was not okay for a white woman to have a little black baby.
Straight out.
And they told her, get rid of that little baby. What the fuck are you doing? You know, which makes sense, I guess, in their eyes or whatever. But she decided not to. She decided to struggle with me and keep me right there. And, you know, I always thank her for that, because by the time I was 5, I was able to start helping take care of her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole life was that. We never had a car. We never had money. We lived in motels and by Anaheim, by Disneyland. I lived in those motels for a while. I did all that. I ran the streets. I wanted to be a Crip one day because I thought that was the thing to be, you know, growing up in that era, seeing Snoop and all them Cripping, and I'm going to be a Crip. You know, I started hanging out with the Crips, and I thank God, because I watched some of them get killed, hauled off to jail. They all went this way, and somehow I just kept going straight and going this way, going up to my path. It was a struggle path, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up making it back to the East Coast with my dad, and he was hooked on crack. So by this time, I was already like 14, 15, trying to live with him. He was going down, you know what I mean? His ship was sinking. And by 16, 17, I had my own little apartment.
Okay.
And I was trying to figure things out. What am I going to do? So, you know, selling dime bags and working little endless jobs and shit. And then I made my way back to California, and I said, fuck this. I'm going to go try back out in California one more time. So I did that and just started working shitty jobs. I mean, I had it rough, bro. There wasn't nothing going. I started stealing. I was stealing people's identities. So I stole a guy's identity, and then they put me in jail for that. So I had to go do time in jail, sit there dealing with that shit. But I never looked at it like I'm fucking my life up. You know what I'm saying?
You was doing what you had to.
As weird as it sounds,
life.
like I always felt like I was surviving.
Yes.
Like the best way I could.
That was all you knew.
That was all I knew.
Had.
I didn't have no guidance from mom, dad. There was nobody there to be like, nah, bro, what you doing? Correct yourself. You know, and I thank God I know a lot of people out there are dealing with suicidal thoughts, and I pray you guys get the help you need. And I thank God that I never had an actual suicidal thought towards myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I had suicidal thoughts towards my situation, you know what I'm saying? Towards people around me that I felt was, I blamed people for things happening to me. Not my parents, but people that were around at the moment. This is going down because of you. I can't pay the rent right now because you ain't doing your part. You know what I mean? I was quick to do that in my youth.
So,
I learned fast.
You really didn't own up to a lot of the things.
I didn't own up
you
to
didn't
shit.
take accountability. For the things you were doing. You blamed everybody else.
I blamed everybody else. And I spent years wasting time thinking that I was right. Mm-hmm. And I was fucking wrong as fuck the whole time.
When did you realize you was wrong? How old were you?
25 when you
finally realized?
Yeah. But now.
How did you feel?
Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I was probably about 28, 29, about to be 30.
Okay.
And then I felt like I fucked up. I wasted years of my life thinking I was right about certain things and you know, doing certain things that I thought was correct.
Okay.
But I wasted a lot of time.
Okay, so in other words, there was guidance being offered to you, but you denied it.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Rebellious.
Yeah, but it wasn't real guidance.
Okay.
I need guidance by proof.
Okay.
Show me you made it.
So you was getting, the people that was giving you the information to tell you how to make it had nothing going on.
Nothing going on. So this was my misinformation I was getting.
But let me tell you one thing too about that. Not to cut you off, but sometime in this world, what I've learned, you have people that is good at giving guidance, but not good at living it out themselves.
Right. That's true.
You know?
That's true.
So that's almost like saying, I'm a judge of, man, this book ain't good.
Yeah.
But you flip through a couple of the pages and you're like, oh, wow.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to. That was the mistake I made in life.
Yes.
Was always judging books by their cover, or always thinking, you ain't got more than me. What do you know? That's not the right way. You know what I'm saying?
So you compared yourself to them.
All the time.
That was an ego.
The first thing that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That was an ego.
I had certain egos maybe at one point.
Okay.
But I used them as survival because I felt like it was me against the motherfucking world. I had
so you can't tell me nothing.
See, if I was suicidal, I probably would have done it too because I was relentless in the
I'm glad you didn't.
No, of course not. You know, and I pray everybody that's ever thinking about that, you know, call me up.
Because there's nothing, and well, you know, my number is public. And I get them calls because there's nothing ever in this world that could go on in your life to ever make you want to take your life.
No.
Nothing.
As long as you got tomorrow, you got a whole new opportunity. But yeah, so I went through ego moments, and those ego moments, that time wasted will fuck you up. Mm-hmm. And I thank, once again, I thank God. I thank the good people around me that was able to let me see the light, and the mistakes I made that led me to get corrected and shit. You know, so all these things accumulate to where I'm at now. In the last 5 years, in the last 10 years, I've been focused on really seeing the big picture of things.
I'd rather make mistakes than fake perfection.
Come on now.
Straight out.
Come on now.
Any day.
Yeah. That's
Any
the real
day.
shit.
You know?
Exactly. I'd rather make mistakes than fake perfection.
And where did you grow up at?
I grew up in Lowell, Mass. So I grew up in Lowell, Mass. It's kind of near Boston.
Okay.
I grew up out there, but I grew up back and forth. So I would get in trouble for 2 years. They'd send me to Anaheim. So I grew up in Anaheim with my mom. And then I'd get in trouble. My mom would send me to Boston with my dad.
So you almost look like like a ping pong table.
I met my dad the first time when I was 9. I found a picture in the drawer of my mom and a black guy. And I was like, what's this picture? And she grabbed it and she was like, that's your dad. His name's Lamar Hammonds. And before she would tell me my dad was, what's the runner? There was some famous runner, Carl Lewis.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck? She's funny. She told me her dad was Elvis one time. Maybe that's another story. But yeah, so she would tell me my dad's name. I was like, what was my daddy? She was like, your dad's name is Carl Lewis. And then I found this picture one day and she said, oh, that's it. That's your dad. His name's Lamar Hammond. She remembered at that moment. So I got the yellow book, the phone pages. This is back in them days.
Yeah.
I got the phone pages. I looked up every Lamar Hammond's in there. And I started calling every single one of them. Hello? Yeah, I'm your son. You're my dad. One lady picked up one time. My stepmom, Chica, love her. So she picked up and she was like, huh? Oh, Lamar, I think you got to take this call. And he was actually with another woman. And he took the call. He said, hello? I said, yeah, my mom's name is Christine. I think I'm your son, Kevin. He said, I'm going to be there tomorrow. He came and picked me up the next day. And he took me to go get ice cream. And then he took me to get a blood test. And when we came out of the blood test, he looked at me on the way out the door and he said, I'm your father, and you my son. You gonna come live with me now. Real shit. And
so he had just found out about you?
Just found out about me.
When you looked him up. That was his first time
looked him up,
having
first
any
time
knowledge
ever having knowledge, interaction, any of that with me.
Wow.
Ever.
9 years old.
9 years old. I remember it like yesterday. It brings tears to my eyes when I think about, because my dad did a lot of fucked up things in life, but he was a real nigga for that. He came and said, I'm your dad, you're my son, and you're going to come live with me now. And he took me to go live with, he tried. I'm going to just say that.
He tried.
He tried. His ways were different. He'd beat me with the belt. I'll be bloody all over my fucking legs.
Why would he beat you?
He just grew up in a different time. You know, he grew up in the 40s where, you know, your kid got out of line. I was getting out of line. I was doing crazy shit. I lit the room on fire one time. I needed my ass beat. You know, maybe his ways were different. Yeah, I was a fucked up kid. Well,
you know you're supposed to be an arsonist outside. Well, don't be an arsonist, but you're supposed to do it outside the house, not inside.
Yeah, nah, man. I was a fucked up kid. And I was, I was getting into shit, and I never had, my mom was handicapped. She couldn't control me. I was a little bouncing off the fucking walls, hitting her with stuff. I was a bad kid.
So you used to hit your mom with stuff?
Well,
I ought to jump up right now and kick you in your ass.
Trust me, I already been kicked in the ass.
Not by me though.
Nah, I never hit my mom.
We gonna talk when we get off this goddamn show.
A 5-year-old kid acting out, throwing shit at my mom. No, I'm not listening. You know, just a bad kid.
I hear you.
And yeah, God bless my mom because she
Most
didn't kill me.
God bless.
She didn't kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'll kill my kid right now. Try that shit. My son don't play that shit. But yeah, I was a bad kid. I didn't have no male role models, no guidance, no nothing at the time, So my dad took me at the time when I needed that.
Okay.
So then I spent the next couple years with my dad and learning how to be a man. Okay, shit, damn, I'm acting out. I gotta chill out. This thing ain't playing. I gotta be a man. Damn, he's straight.
So you think the beatings woke you up?
You know what? A
little bit?
I always say, I'm thankful for them.
Okay.
I'm thankful for them because they show me that life ain't all peaches and cream. Your actions have reactions.
I get it on discipline, but
the discipline was harsh.
But this is my thing. Some people beat their kids off of how they grew up. Right. Well, when I was little, I used to get beatings. Okay, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. See,
you cannot discipline your kids.
But see, now that
off a 20-year time, yeah.
I don't beat my kids.
Okay.
I conversate with them.
Yes.
I communicate my dislike with the things that they've done.
Yes.
I create consequences for them. I've had to grab up my teenage son and let him know,
Being
I will
rebellious.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
Don't ever think you're going to disrespect me. I'm your father.
Straight out.
You know, there you go. Like, you know,
And then a lot of it was payback and karma from when you used to disrespect your mom too. You know that, right?
Sure. For
Because
sure.
your kids are always going to be double
Oh yeah,
what you were.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, and you know, I got an infant daughter. When she gets older, I mean, ain't nobody putting hands on her, me included.
No, nobody gonna put a hand on her.
Hell no, you don't have to do that with your daughter. You know, you could just be strict. But yeah,
but she gonna make you pay back.
But with my teenage son,
do that.
yeah, she gonna make me. She gonna be the death for me because
Daughters do that.
Oh, she gonna give me the stress and it's gonna take my ass out.
Daughters give you gray hairs.
Yeah. For now, she give me joy, so I'll hold off on the gray hairs. But for my teenage son, I just don't want him to make the same mistakes I made. I don't want him to have the same egos I had, the same jealousies towards others I had.
So you used to be jealous of people?
Of course.
You did?
Yeah.
So you was a hater?
I wasn't a hater. I never openly came out and hate. I was jealous of people.
We
I was
talking
jealous
about
of
internet
people.
typing comments.
No. Yeah. I was jealous of people
so if somebody
that
had
were happier and doing better than me in life.
But why would you like?
I just was so
pissed
negative.
off at them.
I was just so negative.
They happy.
Just too much time in negativity land.
So now you get it why you got haters, right?
Oh yeah,
that's
of course.
karma.
No, I love it. Yeah,
that's
I don't
karma.
Mind. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm a grown man now, so
I'm finding out a lot about you that I never knew.
Yeah. I grew up. I had a rough child. I used to be a hater,
but you outgrew it.
Yeah. No. And like I said, let me clear it up. I never hated on a nigga from the hood that rapped or did something. I never hated on them. I hated on rich, successful people. I would see it on TV and be like, I don't want to see that shit.
Whether it's a rapper from the hood,
motherfucker's doing good.
Yeah. Man, I hate them.
Yeah.
Get away, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear nothing good.
Sometimes I go by Instagram pages, I see a nigga with wads of cash. I'll just be like, oh man, fuck this nigga.
Don't even know him.
Nigga, I'm struggling today, nigga.
That is funny.
Fuck your money, nigga.
Shit, man.
Yeah. Nah, I show love to everybody, man. I be like, keep doing you.
You do
man.
now?
Yeah. I do now because you know you have to.
Yeah, man.
You know, you grow up and you realize
it's better that way.
That shit don't work.
It's better
that
to
energy,
show
that
love.
negativity land, I call it. That don't work.
No.
You don't get nowhere but dead with that, or in jail, or victimized, or you out in the streets homeless because I had a certain energy about myself. I was negative towards things. I was pessimistic. That's why I tell my guys now, yo, don't be pessimistic around me. I can't be pessimistic.
What stopped you from being that way?
Realizing that you don't ever get anything. When it's a glass half full, it's a glass half empty. You drinking that water regardless. Like you said, I'd rather take anything over zero.
Yeah.
So I started realizing pessimism only got me zeros. It didn't bring me a glass half full, even a sip.
And them zeros are not good unless they have the other numbers on the other side of them.
Yeah.
You know, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, and 5s, and 6s.
Add some more zeros, then it makes sense. Then it makes sense.
Yeah, them are good zeros.
Yeah. Nah, but that was my teenage years. Once I hit my 20, 25, around that age, I started realizing like, whoa, what the fuck? Nah, I can't be negative. I can't be mad at Kendrick because he made it.
Yes, you can't.
I can't be mad at
nobody.
Anybody. And I was never mad at Kendrick. I was always like, damn, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Seeing anything I saw from guys that I worked with in the past that made it somewhere, I always thought like, damn, they did it.
Okay.
But there's a real thing called FOMO. And we all get it. I don't care how good or how spiritual or how your vibe is up, man, focus is right. There's FOMO. You're going to get that shit. On every level, we've all gotten some type of FOMO. Whether even if you're just a car guy, you see a guy with another car, like, damn, I wish I'm missing out. Or I see tours or shows that I'm not on that I know I may have had a chance if I would have worked a little harder, did something. I get FOMO. I see guys doing.
I don't get that.
I do.
I don't.
I do, and I feel like it makes me want to work harder. It's not a negative FOMO. I'm not like, man, fuck these dudes. I'm more like, damn, all right, I gotta put in more work.
I would really, if I was you, I would look at that as motivation. If you see somebody doing better than you, that should be motivation. Like, you know what? Wow, you inspire me. Yeah. But
what's so crazy is back in my early days, I felt motivated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I felt motivated.
So you
I've
feel
always
different.
felt
So when you were
motivated.
younger, you feel different than how you feel about things now. Like you said with shows.
Yeah.
You don't feel right when you see a big show and you're not on it.
I don't feel right with myself
Why?
because I'm not putting in the ample amount of work. Then.
You put it into work. Timing is everything. And
Right.
and before we came on camera, I'd said one thing to you that's my own personal famous quote. A hospital not the only thing with patients.
Mm-hmm.
You can quote that.
Yeah.
Everything that people have, you got to give it to them. They deserve it. That's why they have it.
I don't take away from anybody else with my thoughts.
Some earned it. I get it.
You know what I
Some
mean? I
earned it.
still look at like, yeah.
Some inherited it.
Yeah.
You know? But what people have in life, they deserve it.
Yeah.
So I would be more motivated.
Yeah, no, I agree. Everybody that got some shit going on, they deserved it. I think like that now as an adult. But I think a little bit of FOMO because I feel like I'm missing out from my own lack of getting to it. From my own, damn, maybe I didn't do enough videos this week. Maybe I didn't put enough work in. Maybe I could have done more. So I guess that's the FOMO I have. It's not looking at somebody else's successes and being like, damn, man, fuck, I'm not doing it. Nah, it's looking at my own, missteps, miscalculations.
But when your time come,
your
time come.
and I'm working hard, it makes me work harder.
Exactly. See, motivated.
At the end of the day, it's motivating.
You get motivated, like I said.
It makes me work harder. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And that's good because it motivates you to go harder.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's good. I mean, definitely, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
The wife played a big part in your life.
Yeah.
You know, when y'all got together, man, I remember when y'all started, man. And I watch y'all grow together, loved one. And it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful thing. And I'm every day working on being the best husband and man I could be for her because she puts so much time into being the best wife and best mother to my baby, and it's insane to see her. She's the glue of her family, even since a young age. Her mom and her dad both got killed in Mexico. They got gunned down tragically. 2015 and 2017 on different occasions, you know, and she was a teenager at them years, growing up in the world, you know, that ain't fair to women. That's, you know, preys upon women. And she fought and took care of all her sisters, took care of her nieces, everybody. She's just such like a glue, a rock from that moment. She's been working since 13 and doing whatever she had to do and been respectful about herself. You know what I'm saying? Never got caught up in drugs, never got caught up in prostitution, never none of that. You know what I'm saying? And she's a beautiful, smart, talented, educated. When I met her, my credit was 500. My shit's at 750 now because of her. She taught me how to do that.
I'm like, oh, that's the boss lady right there.
She taught me how to do that.
That's
and I taught her a lot of things about business.
Of course.
How to market ourselves, how to get ourselves out there. So she came right in my life at the perfect time, man. And I came at her.
Y'all make a good team.
Yeah, I met her on February 28th, 2020.
That's
Never
good.
forget
Y'all
the
make
day.
a perfect team, you know, because in a relationship, it can't be like this.
No, I can't.
You know, it's got to be like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be balanced.
And sometimes it will get like this or get like that. So you got to learn. You got to pick it up. Oh, let me get it.
None is perfect. Nobody's perfect.
No. Before we had our baby, I said, one thing I said when we were about to give birth, I said, look, we're not going to do this right. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to try our best. And let's not get frustrated with each other.
And that's all it is.
Yell at each other, fight and none of that. Let's just give it our best, give it our all, and be great parents and educators and raise up a healthy, strong, independent woman on this earth. And
that's what's up.
Yeah, and that's what we focused on doing every day. You know,
man, what you got coming out music-wise?
Music-wise, I've been dropping a lot of songs.
Well, you got a new video out right now, right? That recently released. What's the name of it?
I got Crocodile Tim's out right now.
Okay.
And another one I just did called Cost Me Nothing.
Okay.
So I got both of those out. But we're actually...
What's that about? Cost Me Nothing.
Oh, it's crazy, man. The video is actually age restricted on YouTube, so it's crazy. I be doing crazy Eminem type
what you
of
in there?
shit.
Ain't no porn type stuff, is it?
I mean,
and it didn't cost you nothing?
I slapped my wife's ass on there a little bit. I played the drums on her ass, and I might have ran by in a thong or something in one of the seats.
Hey, and it didn't cost you nothing.
It didn't cost me nothing.
Well, it cost you a restriction.
Yeah, it cost me a restriction, but it didn't cost me nothing. But I do crazy shit, man. I just go next level with shit, man.
Hey, whatever
and
you do. as long as you enjoy.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. As long as
I
it makes
do.
you happy.
I'm having a blast, man. You
That's
know
what
I'm
it
saying?
is.
And it's getting noticed, man, and it's getting picked up. You know, big people are fucking with it, you know?
Yes.
So, you know, and that's what I feel like. I gotta go harder now. Okay, you know, what's the next thing we gonna do? What's happening Tuesday? What do we, you know what I mean?
Okay.
All these days gotta be filled with something productive, or forget it.
Mandatory.
Forget it.
Every day got to count
It do.
for something.
Cause they short and it's quick.
Oh yeah,
It's
and,
brief.
and you can have all the money in the world, go broke,
Yeah.
and get that money back.
Yeah, I've done it.
But time you would never get back.
Ever. Yeah. That's a fact. So
At all.
So I try to allocate my time correctly now. That's
Okay.
what my life has been all about.
Okay.
You know, but I'm still eating unhealthy, so I need to get that in order. Yeah, I need to get the food eating more healthier in order. You know, and just
Eating late.
just eating late and eating wrong and eating.
But when you live in this industry, you're
Yeah.
gonna eat bad.
I know, and then
That's why truck drivers
they
be
put it out
big,
there.
because
Yeah,
they're in that industry.
Yeah.
You know, and they're on the road all the time, so they're
Moving.
eating at the gas stations. They're eating,
Yeah, yeah.
sushi from the gas station and stuff like
But
that.
I'm conscious about it, you know, and I'm thinking like, damn, I gotta do, you know, age comes fast, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know.
Yeah, time to start. You was born in '85, so
85, I had my
it's time
first
to
meal
start
was a
eating
French
right.
fry.
It's time to start
My
eating
first
right.
meal was a McDonald's
I mean, most kids' first meal was a
yeah,
French fry.
yeah. That was my first one as a grown up, you know.
That are some potatoes.
And I still love me a good burger of potatoes from time to time.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what's
man.
up. That's
Yeah.
what's up,
But,
man.
yeah, man, a lot of things been moving. Shout out to Bobby D, you know what I'm saying? We got a single we about to drop called Stumbling.
Okay.
It's got a Fergie sample, so we're trying to get that cleared right now.
Okay.
And then, it's pretty crazy. So it's looking like we're going to try to get it on radio, Power 106, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get it on the radio.
Yes, sir.
Not
Thank
try.
you. Thank you.
Take try out your equation, not your
vocabulary.
mind, not your vocabulary.
Yes, sir.
Out of everything.
Yeah,
There's two things I always tell people. Try. If you're actually doing,
Yeah,
you're no longer trying.
right.
People that have not got up and attempted to do something, I don't even say they're trying.
Right.
You're no longer trying.
Yeah.
And I also tell people to stop putting little in things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen your little video.
Yeah.
I heard
don't
your
like
little
that.
song.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Why is it little? Why it just can't be you heard my record?
You look back on this interview, I ain't gonna say little once.
Okay.
Everything I'm doing is big.
Okay.
I feel like
No, everything you're doing is big.
Yeah.
But I did find out one thing about you I never knew. You used to be a hater.
Nah, see, you taking it out of context.
No,
yo.
you
I was
said it.
angry at the
You
world.
said it.
You said the word
No,
hater.
no,
I said
no.
I was
You
angry
said-
at the world.
You said jealous, right?
Oh, yeah, I was jealous as a
so
kid
the
growing up.
opposite, and to me,
Yeah.
you correct me if I'm wrong. The opposite
me-
of jealous is hate.
No.
Because they mean the same thing, right?
To me, hate
You
is,
get a brand new
hate is where
Ferrari
you
and I'd
go,
be like,
where you go out of
hate
your
this
way.
dude.
Where you go out of your
went
way.
You went out of your way.
I hated
you
it.
told
I hated
me.
it in the comfort of my own home.
Okay, but you went out your way.
Yeah, nah, it was when I was growing up, man.
I can't stand none of these people on the feed.
I didn't like to see people doing better than me, man.
It's all good.
And I guess I was just angry at how I came up.
Mad at
and-
the world, loved
Yeah,
one.
mad at the world, bro. You know what I'm
all
saying?
good.
Like, I seen some Pac said that he used to feel like that from time to time, and he would feel mad at the world or angry with everybody. And
Okay.
and it's something within self. Those feelings.
That is
It's
there.
something that people need to fix within self. I had to fix it within myself.
Let it out,
Nobody
loved one.
could tell me you got anger problems, you hating, you mad. I had to tell myself because then I thought they were hating. Now you hating on me now. Right? This is a fucking a hate stew right here. Nah, so I had to come to myself and be like, bro, you tripping.
Okay.
You angry for nothing. That ain't getting you nowhere. You wasting time. Get your ass together. Figure
Point
it
blank.
out. Point blank or die out here.
Get off your ass.
Yeah, 'cause-
make it move.
Exactly.
Loved one.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody where they can. I know they know where they can find you at, but tell everybody where they can find you at.
At WhoIsKevinKent. Every platform is at WhoIsKevinKent. I'll be on the May 19th, DJ Quick in Riverside.
Okay.
Yeah, and then May 20th I'll be with Ice Cube, in Bakersfield.
Okay.
So we got I think that's the Blaze Fest or something like that they got going on. So
Yeah,
it's,
that's what it is.
Ice Cube, Cypress
Because my
Hill.
nephew, which is also my artist, Dre Hill, he's from Bakersfield.
Okay, yep.
So I had spoke to Bobby D about that show too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But they got a lot of shows coming up. So,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? A lot of more opportunities and things opening up too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Man, an amazing episode with my loved one, with my family.
Yeah.
This is OG Cuicide in the building, and don't forget, June 25th, get your tickets. Get your meet and greet tickets. June 25th, Let It Out Loved One live show with an audience.
Yep.
I'm going to make the whole room cry. Peace.
Let's go.